37 photography bloggers across the United States have mysteriously disappeared. The last frame they uploaded was all frozen on a cloud. An old man who made documentaries heard about the news of the bizarre cloud and actively sought out the eyewitnesses. Ranch owner siblings Jack and Anna. The old man speculated that this monster might be the legendary atmospheric creature, normally hidden in the clouds and invisible to the naked eye. Since the electricity disappeared wherever the monster passed, he brought a hand-cranked camera. The ranch owner's siblings filled the farm with mannequins and balloons using car batteries. Jack blindfolded the horse's eyes and personally rode it as bait. The old man and Tom set up the camera halfway up the mountain. Just as they were ready to start filming, an uninvited guest suddenly arrived. This stranger was a news reporter who refused to listen to Anna's attempts to stop him, insisting on driving into the depths of the valley. At this time, the monster had already arrived, and the power disappeared again. The reporter was violently thrown out of the car. Jack had no time to rescue him as the monster had reached above the two of them. Amidst screams, the reporter vanished. Jack rode the horse with his head down, galloping all the way. The monster chased relentlessly behind him. At the critical moment, Jack opened the balloons behind his back. With a perfect drift, he dodged both himself and the horse. In the flying dust, Jack rode into the stable, and the monster flew away. This time, they successfully captured the creature on camera. Selling the footage to TV stations could save the nearly bankrupt ranch, and the video would be enough to shock the world. At this moment, the documentary old man seemed to have gone crazy. Not satisfied with the footage just taken, he ignored dissuasion and climbed to the top of the mountain with his camera on his back. He wanted to further film the monster's characteristics. This crazy behavior successfully attracted the monster to come again. In the last moment of his life, he still did not let go of his passion. Just like that, the old man also became the monster's food. The still hungry monster then flew towards Tom. At this moment, the panicked Tom had already forgotten not to look directly. Just as he was about to be devoured by the monster, a strong gust of wind rolled up a tarp, covering Tom. He was rolled down the mountain, successfully escaping with his life. Seeing that it couldn't get to Tom, the monster sensed Anna's gaze and began rushing towards her. Anna hurriedly hid in the house. However, this time the monster directly lifted the roof. Despite this, Anna also luckily escaped unscathed, having been repeatedly teased by the food in its eyes. The monster angrily began to transform into its complete form. The monster was so bizarre, like a giant flower. Anna propped up the reporter's motorcycle. Just as she was about to start it, the monster caught up and the power disappeared. To let his sister escape, the brother began to actively provoke the monster. The monster didn't immediately swallow the brother, only opening its red mouth to express its anger. Jack stepped back step by step, luring the monster away from his sister. This monster was so huge and so bizarre. Finally, Jack's actions successfully lured the monster away. Anna started the motorcycle and began to race. The monster, like a giant jellyfish, began to chase relentlessly. Just like that, Anna rode all the way to David's amusement park. Anna released a huge hydrogen doll into the sky. This monster was very greedy and definitely wouldn't let go of such a big target. Then Anna picked up the coins on the ground, preparing to use the amusement park's hand-cranked camera to photograph the other party. The monster also lived up to expectations, catching up to the floating doll. This big doll looked delicious and appetizing. The monster roared, expressing its excitement. The sister was also ready at this moment. The moment the monster swallowed the doll, she took a picture of it. The monster was full this time. It returned to its original form, satisfied and ready to leave. However, the huge pressure in the monster's mouth directly squeezed the doll until it burst. With a muffled bang, a puff of white smoke drifted by. This bizarre and stupid creature was blown to pieces. Anna screamed excitedly. At this moment, a large number of reporters also rushed to the news. After Anna's joy, she was overwhelmed with grief for losing her brother. However, when Anna looked at the door again, Jack's figure appeared in the smoke.